Okay, good day everyone. My name is Pascal. It's my final project and I'll be making a demo on what I've created so far. This is a project I found interesting while going through a Python project book. And beneath I saw the name Weather Web Application. First, this project was meant to be expanded to analyze and visualize data on weather forecast, but due to power supply and all, I was delayed, so I had to make something quick for my final project. So this project is titled Weather Web Application. This program gives the weather forecast of your location that changes minutely and hourly. This program was meant to give weather report of your location as well as a search bar icon, because the description can be found on the readme. There was meant to be a search bar icon, but time did not permit me to do it. So here we have our readme, which is our weather web application, and it's a program that uses Open Weather API to give current weather report of your location. So technologies used was HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Vercel. So here I have Vercel, which is a cloud platform where the project was deployed. Yeah. So after that, I have the project description. So the project description can be found in my Google slide. So in the Google slide, we have everything about the project, how I use my technologies, what was improved, what was learned, and what else. Okay, it's still loading. Okay, before then, this is just a preview of how the weather web application looks like. So here is going to be displayed your current time, which I use JavaScript interval to do. And this space here will access your location, then display your weather forecast, which is your humidity, pressure, sunset, and sunshine, as well as beneath here where you have um, days of the week from Monday to Monday rather. And this is going to show you, this is your icon where you have your night and day in degrees Celsius. So also beneath it, this is how it's going to look like. So I do this, it's going to load up. Yeah, so this is how the app looks like. So it's going to request for, okay, it has my location already. So if it's your first time, it's going to access your location. So you are going to allow it and permit it. So here it's Monday. If today was to be Tuesday, it's going to display Tuesday right here and down to Sunday. So as you can see, my night was 26.65 degrees Celsius and my day was 30. It's a bit sunny over here. And my sunrise was 6:36 a.m. and sunset was 8:42 p.m. So this is my current time, which I use JavaScript to do. So your time is going to be it's going to get your time according to what you have here, and your location, which is Africa, Lagos. Currently I'm in Port Harcourt, but I think this location uses approximate longitude and latitude. That's why it wasn't giving me Port Harcourt. But I'll try fixing that. Maybe that might be my next step in my project. But for now, this is just a quick demonstration. So today is Monday, 20th March. My humidity 72%, pressure 100, 1012. Okay, yes, this is my project presentation, and this is just like a quick demonstration of what it is. Yes, technologies I used. I used HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Vercel. What else did I do? I okay, this is the report, my success, failures, what can be improved, and what did I learn. So for my For my success, I have the project was successfully requested permission to access my location. Program was able to return the actual weather report of my location with internet access, and page was responsive both on large and small screen. Yes, if you do this, if we should inspect this, if you should inspect this, you can see it is responsive on small and large screen using my CSS. So if I compress this, you can see it is responsive. So back to this, I have, okay, this was my success. My failures, I think my failures was time interval function failed to give exact time of receipt location. Okay, this was corrected, but this was failures um I was experiencing as at when the program started. Okay, so what else? Program gave approximate location of longitude and latitude rather than precise location. I think I explained it here, which is Lagos, but I'm here in Port Harcourt. So what else? What can be improved? To work on my code to give precise location, I worked on that. And improve on failing time interval. I also did that. Also, what was learned? Yes, I got better using my CSS to make page responsive. And while working alone, yes, I worked alone on this project because my laptop was faulty, so I decided to do this alone. And while working with HTML, I discovered scripts are to be kept below ID reference. This is something you have to prevent from setting properties to null, a prompt message like this to debug. And summary, project was a success except working with a search icon. So in the next part, I'm going to be showing you my code. Okay, so I'll be showing my code. I'll be explaining my JavaScript code, which is my script.js. Okay, I think I'll be using VS Code. Okay, so first thing I did was getting all the data elements from my HTML. I got them by ID. So I declared my time variable, my dates variable, current weather variable, time zone, country, weather forecast, and current temperature, getting them by ID. Then after that, I declared an interval, a set interval function. This function is used to create my time and to get your current time from browser. So first thing I did was to declare my time, which is my new date. Then from there, I'm going to get the months, the dates, get day, get hours, and I specified my hours in 12-hour format instead of using 25. So I used an if else statement in a single line. So if hour is greater than 13, it's going to be hour in modulus 12, then to return my hour, then I'm going to get my minute as well. So for my AM PM, I also declared this in hour. If the hour is greater than 12, it will be AM, else it's going to be PM. So after that, I set my time.inner.html to this. So now the main reason for this string concatenation is just to help us add zero. For example, if I look at this, so you can see without this, okay, from here, so it's telling me that if my 12 hours, if my hour is less than 10, I'm going to add a zero, which is my string concatenation, which is why we have 02. So just like that, then from there, I also formatted my dates. But first, I passed in an array from Sunday to Saturday and from January down to December. So as usual, array starts from zero, from index zero, which is Sunday, then Monday. So after that, the main work was here. Okay, before then, my 1000 here is every 1 second. This function is going to be called every 1 second. Then after that, I have my get weather function. So we created this function to get our longitude and latitude. Then we use the navigator. We use the navigator to get our geolocation and current position, and passing success to this. So before then is we are going to call the function. Then after calling the function, it's going to look through here, then grant access, give your it's going to ask you for access to your location. So we doing this is just we use the object destruction to pass in our longitude and let our longitude and latitude be sources.cots. Then we fetch the API. My API was from openweathermap.org. Then after that, I did a one call API from the website. I don't know if I'll have. Okay, open. Okay, okay. So I did a one call API, which is going to fetch data from this site. Okay, so from here. So, but before then, I signed up, got my API key, which I declared. So the main my API key, which is this, then down to me fetching the API, then passing my longitude and my latitude, then and I passed in an exclude, which is to display hourly and minutely. Also passing my API key, then passing my longitude and latitude, then to return a promise, which is to console log as my data. Then the main reason for passing this is my function to return to give current report on my humidity, pressure, sunrise, sunset, and wind speed. So everything works inside this get weather data. So my show weather data function is still going to be called inside this function based on your location as well. So first I did was to get my variable, which is current weather items, which was passed by ID, which was gotten by ID. Then in my HTML, I took that from here, copied and pasted, then set my humidity, pressure, sunrise, sunset to be my data from here dot current. Because of time, I would have showed this in my browser, the inspect part. So after that, I have my country dot inner HTML, which is my data dot latitude plus my string concatenation, which is north, plus data dot longitude, which is my east. So after that, we have this, which is windows dot moment. The main reason for doing that is because our JavaScript does not recognize this. It was in millisecond and values were too much. So we use the moment package, which helps passing and validating data and time in JavaScript in an easy way. So from my weather API, this could not be read easily. So we use our moment package to format this to give us a specific time. And the main reason for multiplying by 1000 because JavaScript reads in milliseconds. So we multiply by 1000 to give us in seconds. Then we declared our format. So after that, the last stuff we did was getting our data, our icon, our night and day temperature, which we did with an if else statement. So first thing we did, we said let's okay our first we got our data dot daily dot for each, which is our day, and our index. Our index was coming from here, which is our day, because Sunday is index 0, Monday is index 1. So if index is equal to 0, it's going to perform this function. So the same thing we did here, using our windows.moment to report our sunrise and sunset that is gotten from our moment package. We did that also for our our forecast. So we got this whole stuff from our index.html, which is beneath here. So which is this. Then pasted this here. Then for the icon was also gotten from our API, which we declared as day.weather as index 0. So the main reason for this icon is going to go in line with what we see here. So for our Monday, and exactly now the weather is looking cloudy. So it's gotten from this function here, which we declared day.weather index 0, passing our index as 0 and our icon. So the icon is going to work with our one called API. So after that, we passed in our moment as well, which is day.date, then multiply by 1000. Then we got our night, which is in degrees Celsius, and we got our day also, our temperature, which is in degrees Celsius as well. So if index is not 0, it's going to perform this. So our index 0 is Sunday. So since index 0 is not Sunday, it is performing the else statement. The else statement, which is this. Then declare our weather forecast variable. Declare our weather forecast variable dot inner HTML to give you to be this. To be declared as this. So because of time, I'm trying to speed up. That will be all for my demo on this program. So feel free to visit my GitHub account, Pascal Chinedu, and you can check on it. You can also suggest updates I can make to this project. So it's just a quick project I made with